will be Paul Marrier. We get started here. The red and black will be the first to serve, with O'Connell the one to serve it. Both teams wearing black. Winchester in black with white numbers and red trim. The Tanners wearing black with white numbers with orange lettering and orange and white trim. The red and black to start this one. Here comes O'Connell, serving first. Gonna have to shoot it in for their back line, but Dorigo able to pick it up quickly. Fiorentino just tips it over. And Winchester starts with the lead. Here comes the O'Connell again. Sends it over maybe a little too early and slams it down. Thompson fires down a shot and puts that one to rest. But it was out of bounds. So that will give the Tanners the serve. Sent across. Desperation shot there by Caparan. They're able to get it up. Sent over, but it hits the net. Winchester regains the serve. So it will be Fiorentino now, one of the three senior captains, alongside Emmy Rich and Grace Thompson. And that one goes out on the tip. Winchester up 3-1 at this point. Fiorentino looks to continue her run of form. And Winchester and Woburn, in that extreme defensive formation. And they'll go back to it again with 4 on the back line and 2 over to the left side of the court. And sends it down again, and Winchester up by 4 now. And they'll continue to go back to that defensive shift. Go up for it, and that goes out of bounds. So Woburn takes a point themselves. A great dig there by Caparan. Fires it down, and that one is out of bounds. And Winchester goes back up by 4. Off goes Caparan, replaced now by Rich. Serving will be number 18, Grace Thompson. Sent over. Fired across, but blocked down by the pair of Rich and Masucci. And the red and black go up by 5. Woburn playing a little more attacking now in their formation, but it's an ace! It is an ace! Thompson with a fantastic serve and just brings it down. Set up. A fantastic dig once again by Thompson. Fires it down, but Masucci just puts it into the net. And the serve returns the direction of the Tanners. So Caparan re-enters the floor, replacing Thompson. In a bit of a defensive front here for the red and black. Dorigo gonna go up for it, but it's dug out of there. Bumps it over, another great dig, but it just goes under the net. And the Tanners now within 4. No timeouts taken by either team so far. Here we go. Playing in that defensive front yet again. Caparan gonna go up for it, just sends a tip shot over. Bit of desperation there by the Tanners. Goes for the kill, Rich! Just can't get it down, but it goes out of bounds anyway. Rich uses every inch of her height to get up there and pound the ball to the ground, but it just doesn't go, but it doesn't matter. Out of bounds anyway. On comes Belle Nace, number 24. Not a regular starter, but senior day she will get the nod. Not to start, but to serve early on. And a double hit. So the Tanners will take over the serve. Ball is in. Double hit again. Spoladaro to serve. Dorigo tries to fire one, and it's tipped to the ground. So that one will be one of the first inbounds plays of the day. And Winchester gets over double digits. An unexpected shot, but it's out of bounds. The entire Winchester defense was caught unaware, but they aren't able to keep the ball in bounds. Well, now I can't see. And that one goes down. I can't see with you standing there. Dorigo sends a shot. Good shot, and that one stays in bounds. Dorigo to serve again. And out of bounds. (14-6) the score now. That's fine. Dorigo yet again serving. Tanner's trying to get an attack going, but it's dug out there by Caparan. And a desperation attempt there at a dig, but it just nonetheless out of bounds on the tip. And the ball is over there. No one realized it. Caparan and Dorigo, a little celebration here. 10 points of the set. And keeping their perfect record, bringing it up to 25. Sends up, fires! And puts it down with the kill. Ends that attack in short order. Fiorentino with the chest pass from basketball, one of the basketball captains this year. Looks up. Set up Fiorentino. Can't get it down, but they're able, tries to go for the desperation attempt, but it hit a light, so it's out of bounds. And Winchester continues their run. Sent over. Dorigo with a power serve there. Up again. Rich goes for the kill, but it just isn't able to go down. It's blocked. But nonetheless, Winchester brings their run incredibly long, and a timeout called by the Tanner coach, Scott Roy. Winchester firmly in the driver's seat, as they so often are, looking to keep their perfect set record alive. Currently it sits at 24-0. They look to make it 25, and they, as I said before, are well on their way to making that a reality. So coming out of the timeout first will be the Tanners. Winchester really has no reason to make any adjustments here on an extremely long run of serves, with Dorigo has been in command so far. Let's see what she can do now. And it finally comes to an end. Wonder if Roy was trying to ice the kicker there. Maybe try and get her off of that momentum, but now serving will be number 21, Sophia Ferksy. It goes over the net, but a double hit called. And Winchester, the serve returned to them, and it will be Carly Caparan to do the honors here. Libero, a defensive specialist wearing red for Winchester, drops down on the attempted block on the double hit. So finally Woburn able to get another point there. Libero for Woburn wearing white. A defensive specialist for both teams is the libero. Set up there, double hit. Thompson and Fiorentino have a bit of discussion about their strategy on this upcoming serve. Fiorentino just launches it over the net with the bump. Set up, Dorigo gets to dig it out. Fiorentino goes for the kill, but it's taken away there by the libero in white. Set up again, fires, and it hits. And now the order comes back around to O'Connell, so she'll be the one to serve. Fired over, but a bit of a defensive error there by Caparan. Just elected not to play it, thinking the ball would go out, but it just died right at the line. So Woburn the serve returns to them. Here we go. Fiorentino goes for it again, but it's dug out of there expertly and tipped out of bounds. So Woburn miraculously regains a point there. A point they probably shouldn't have won, but they are able to get it back. Fired over, but out of bounds. Fiorentino, once again, that defensive set used by the Tanners. But Dorigo goes for the kill there, but it's knocked away. Up again, double hit. And the score moves to an 11-point difference. Fiorentino once again faces that defensive front. And so neither official saw it there, so that one will be a redo. Hit the net. Fiorentino to serve again, this time for real, most likely. No error on that one. Tried to kill from the back line. And Thompson just decides to finesse it. Again with that quick finesse shot. Here we go, once again, Dorigo! Can't get it to go, but it's 4 hits against the red and black. Not as commanding as they once were, but still in a commanding position. And a bit of a defensive error, but Dorigo goes down hard. Little shaken up there. (23-13). Thompson fires! Can't get it to go, dug out. Double hit called again. Set point for the red and black. Number 25. And they have not faced a set point all season. And they're able to dig it out incredibly, but it just bounces off the net. So Coach Scott Roy calls a timeout without calling a timeout. Out of bounds. And the red and black continue their perfect run, bringing it to 25-0. We go to the break. Winchester returns to the court after using very little of their time allowed. I don't think Woburn will give them the same courtesy. They appear to want to just take their time here, use most of the 3 minutes up. After their 11-point defeat in the first set. Dorigo went on an incredibly Long run. And a replacement on the libero front. On comes Belle Nace. She will be in the red shirt for the red and black. Belle Nace enters the court. Zoom in on the red, the girl in red. So Belle Nace enters there with her first stint as libero this year at home. Wearing red for Winchester, number 24. And back come the Tanners. It should be number 19, Hannah Knoll to serve. That appears as who it will be. The ball is in the backcourt. I stand corrected, it will actually be the libero, Jamie Burdinaro. Here we go. Underway. Fiorentino hesitates but continues on. Over to Cross now. Tino again, but it's dug out of there. And Winchester continues where they left off. It'll be O'Connell to serve now, number 25 in black. Again, facing a slightly less aggressive front than they would give Fiorentino. Nace digs it out of there. Sent up, fired, but out of bounds. So the Tanners regain the serve here. It should be number 11, Katie Concannon. She will be the one to serve it for the Tanners. Tanners in black with orange and white trim. Dug out of there expertly on that powerful serve by Concannon. Fired. Nace able to get it high. Stayed up. And under the net, the ball goes. And now Fiorentino facing once again that highly defensive front. And Woburn regains a point, I believe, because of a formation situation there. They had 3 people in the forward box. Dorigo having a discussion with referee Mark Tates. So we will try to figure out what the ruling was at the next break. But the Tanners have a chance to take the lead for the first time this game. And another formational error. It appears to be a rotation issue. And we'll see if they'll let them go this time, but Dorigo goes for it, and it's tipped out of bounds. So Winchester loses 2 points on a rotation issue. I believe that may have something to do with the libero positioning. Double hit. Nace returns to the floor in that back row. And tipped away. And they tie it up again at 4. Substitution on the floor for the Tanners. Multiple substitutions. Masucci getting her first serve. And it's an ace. On the tip out there. Once again, the Tanners with that highly defensive front. Fiorentino tries to get it down, but it's dug out of there. And Winchester scores another one. Masucci once again to serve. Here we go. Ball's up. And that one's just a little long, and it's out of bounds. And now on the floor is Cara Silver. She will be the one serving. Fiorentino gets it, but Dorigo goes for the attacking shot, but they block it down, and that reties the game up at 6. And had it not been for those formational errors, Winchester would be heavily in the lead. And that one stayed in. And it's an ace for Woburn, and they take the lead for the first time this match, other than the other times in this set, of course. Tipped out once again, and they retie it. And Winchester has 7 players on the floor, trying to figure out a rotational problem, I believe, because this is just a rotation they haven't really used before. So trying to figure that out. Dorigo to serve. Got it over the net just maybe a little early for their liking. They have to get it out from the back line. Fiorentino fires and it stays in. And the red and black retakes the lead. Here we go. Tried to go for it. Out of bounds. 9-7. The score now in favor of the red and black. Dorigo facing a heavy defensive back, and that serve just went long. So now to serve will be number 21, Sophia Ferksy. Here she goes. Out of bounds. And after it's a tale of two very different sets here. In one, a dominant performance by the red and black. This one, a back and forth affair. This must be the fourth or fifth time this game has been tied. But Ferksy just fires it into the net, and that ends their time serving. So now Rich will be the one to serve. And it stays in. That'll be a let. High into the air, but it's able to be returned well. The quick finesse shot. Winchester begging for the call under the net, but they put it in the ground, ending that point maybe a little later than they would like. And I think that Winchester had a case for that one there. It appeared that the Woburn player went under the net. A battle at the net. Both. And now Woburn asking for a call here and saying that they were at a stalemate, and there will be an officials conference. Mary are coming over to the umpire stand. We'll see what they have to say. The call stands, but Woburn still argues it, and we'll see if they'll go to video review. I wonder if, I'm not sure if they have challenge flags. We might be able to set that up. This could lose them a timeout here. I'm kidding, of course. There is no review. We hold the officials completely unaccountable. Playing on, but that one goes out of bounds, so right back to normal, so the previous point really didn't matter, so we're right back to a 2-point game. Set up well, but they just couldn't get it over. 4 hits. And Winchester are back up by 3. It'll be O'Connell to serve now. Back to the top of the order, it appears. Set up for Fiorentino. Can't get it down. And a double hit yet again. And it's 14-10. And another timeout called. We'll go to a quick break here. Just after a quick discussion with head official Mark Tates, we have the first issues from Winchester were just rotational issues, and the second, and the challenge by Woburn was a back row attack. Fired over. Good serve by O'Connell, but they're able to just get it back over on 3 rapid hits. Fired over Fiorentino, but it just goes away from them. A great attempt from Bordenori. And O'Connell to serve again. And out of bounds. Just a hair long on that one. And a mass substitution on the floor for the Tanners. Now to serve will be Concannon, who had a powerful serve early on in this game and does it again. Thompson fired down. Here we go again, Fiorentino facing that heavy defensive back. And Dorigo falls over, going for that one. And after that unsuccessful dig by O'Connell, Woburn gets right back to it. Oh, and a attempted, just a little tap shot, unexpected from the Woburn defense, and they just can't get to it in time. So on comes Emmy Rich, replacing Bell Nace now, and Thompson to serve. Woburn has a different front for every single one, and that one defended away. And now it's 19-13. Dorigo. Back up again. A great dig there by Thompson. Set up and over. What a shot there by Laurentian. Annihilating the ball. And it's 20-13. And 4 hits again, and now it's an 8-point lead to the red and black. Fired again, but blocked down. Another wall formed there by Rich and Tien, and Nace to serve it now for the red and black. And that one's long. 22-14. Substitution on the floor. The ball just hung on the net there for a second, but they'll let him play. Tian fires again. Set up there, but a double hit called much to the chagrin of the Woburn faithful. And it's 23-14 now. Winchester well in the driver's seat in this match. And that one's long. I may have spoken a little bit too soon. And mass substitution once again for both teams. Tian replaced by Masucci. 16 Silver enters for Spoladoro. And number 3, Lily Mahoney, enters for number 11, Katie Kincannon. Silver to serve. Has to hesitate there, make sure she doesn't go over the line, but a double hit called. Or touch the net, excuse me. So it's 16-23 now. Masucci gets in there. Gonna have to fire it in for the back line. Double hit called. And once again, set point for the red and black, and it'll be Dorigo to serve it. Facing that heavy defensive front that they usually give to Fiorentino. And now entering the court is the sophomore, Ruby Woodward, replacing Olivia O'Connell, and it's an ace to end the set! 25-16 the score. And Winchester keeps their perfect season alive. One set to go, hopefully. They want to play the shortest possible season they can, and they might do so here. So come back for the third of the best of 5 matchup right after this. Three is the key for this game. You need to win 3 sets. And for Woburn, is third time lucky. Olivia O'Connell to serve it here in the third of a possible 5 sets. We're underway. Kincannon sets up beautifully, just quick finesse pass. Up high, Fiorentino fires! And she doesn't need to get it down. She doesn't need to hit the ground inbounds. For Tia Fiorentino. Here comes O'Connell. Thompson. Again with the fiery shot there. And it's an ace. 3-0 Winchester to start this third set. O'Connell to serve for the 4th time in a row, but finally hits the net. Unforced error there. So Woburn will gain the serve here, and it'll be Bishop to do the serving, one of the senior captains. And she hits the net herself and gives the serve right back to Winchester. (4-1) now in favor of the red and black. Fiorentino facing a slightly less defensive setup. And Winchester immediately jumps out to a 4-point lead just to start this one. Now Fiorentino again. Good serve that time. Sent across. Fiorentino just bounce it in. Looks up. Dorigo fires. They're able to dig it out of there, trying to get it to the front. Dorigo sets it up for Masucci, who just bats it away, and out of bounds it goes, and a 5-point lead for the red and black. Did we just get a call of let's go black? Both teams are wearing black. How are we gonna know who you're talking about? Out of bounds. Wide this time. And it's 6-2 in favor of the red and black now. Caparan returns as the libero after one set of rest. O'Connell just taps it over. It hits the net. And the front row just unable to get to it. Now Spoladoro to serve, but it hits the net. And Winchester doesn't even, it appears like they don't even need to try at this point. They are just in the driver's seat. Incredibly. Set up. They decide to put it over the net. Hit early, but Dorigo fires. From the back row again, set up for Rich, but her shot dug out. O'Connell, Fiorentino from the back row. 7-4. And off goes Thompson, replaced by Caparan. They'll play in a slightly more defensive setup. The red and black will. Hits the net. So that was unnecessary. And Nace enters the court, replacing Masucci. And now Nace will serve. To fight it out of there, but they're able to get it over. Dorigo gonna just elect to just barely tap it over, but it counts. And Winchester up by 5 with a 9-4 advantage here in this third set. And here comes the breakaway. When the red and black take the lead, it's almost impossible for a team to take over and thus start doing that. A long serve by Nace. Bertanuro gonna serve. Dorigo, but it's tapped out of bounds by Bridget Johnson, and that one was surely going out. But just a bit of a mental error there, and that will give Winchester the serve right back by the arm of Dorigo. The jump serve. And Rich just fires it down. Dorigo once again. 12-5 advantage for the Red and Black, 7-point lead. And a good dig out there, but around the antenna, well to the outside of it, and that will continue. Dorigo often taking very long serving streaks. So I think will be your third or fourth. Fiorentino gonna just tap it above the wall formed. And Woburn will do the same. Fiorentino again fires. And they'll just hit the net. A good rally there. Concannon serves. And a rotational issue. That's the third one this match. First one for the Red and Black. And that gives them the serve. Rich facing that heavy defensive back. That heavy defensive back line, a great shot there by Spiladoro, and another attempt there by Rich, but she just can't get it to go. But what a shot by Spiladoro. Spoladoro, excuse me. Now to serve will be number 10, Brianna Liu. Fiorentino fires. Looks up. Lexidus pass it over. They'll give it over a hit early. Fires again from Thompson. They're just barely able to get it over. Caparan from the back line fires again. Fires and blocked down, and it's up well above the net. A great volley here, but it stays in bounds on that finesse shot by Fiorentino, and it's 15-7. Off goes Nace, replaced by Masucci. And it will be O'Connell to serve yet again. Back to the top of the order. Here we go. But they hit the net, and that will give Woburn the serve right back. John Fleming, head coach, ball boy. There we go. That is multitasking. Fires. Just can't get it down. Fiorentino catches Winchester unaware. Catches Woburn unawares, excuse me, and it is 16-8. And the libero enters the floor once again for the Tanners. Fired up again. They just send it over. 17-8 the score now. And Winchester is firmly in the driver's seat at this point in the match. 17-8 in the third set. They already have 2 under their belt. Knocked down, but they're able to keep it alive. Fired, and that one's long. Substitution on the floor once again from the Tanners. Here we go. Hits the net. And gives Winchester twice as many points as their Woburn rivals. Just another defensive error there for the Tanners, and that will be an ace. Dorigo throws a strike to Thompson to serve. Set up, tapped over. Dorigo gonna once again tap it herself over. Set up. Up again, and a double hit called after a fortuitous call by the referees on a fortuitous non-call for the Tanners. Now to serve will be Ferksey. And 20-10 is the score now. Nace to serve. And here we go. Hit out again by the Woburn libero. And on comes the super sophomore, number 15, Ruby Woodward, will re-enter the floor. Nace serves. It's tapped over and inbounds. (22-10) the score. Gabrielle Wilson to serve. She will enter on the next play, I believe, or just right now. And now an extremely tall front line for Winchester. Nace to serve. Fired over, and that one's out. No doubt about that one. 23-10 now. And another substitution on the floor. Off goes Dorigo, replaced by Tian. And yet another substitution. Off goes Fiorentino, replaced by Jiang. And I'm sure they might make one more. Bit of a rotational error there. Up again, fires and down on the net. And here is match point number 9 for the red and black. And off goes the making that double switch. So on comes number 5, Andriana Badiou, excuse me, looks over, fires again. Able to keep it in, does Badiou, fired. And there it is! Perfection! Stays alive! And there it is! It's a perfect regular season up to now with one match remaining. Winchester having clinched the division last week, on Saturday. And there it is, another win for the Red and Black. And there it is, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining us. As always, my name is Luke Tedesco. Our camera operators were Joshua Schindelman and Eric Ferguson, and the producer was Dane Sellards. From all of us here at WinCam, please join us on Saturday for some Saturday morning football against the arch rival, Woburn Tanners. We hope you all can join us. Thank you all so much for joining us today, everyone. Have a good one.